Hi, I'm Greg from Premiala, and today I'm excited to announce Premiala's latest innovation that solves one of the biggest hassles with meat injectors. It's the Premiala Marinade Straw. Now, most injectors come with a multi-hole needle like this one, and these are great needles for evenly injecting a liquid marinade into the meat, but first you've got to get that marinade into the injector. And if you've ever tried doing that with one of these needles attached, you know the problem. As soon as the marinade level drops below the top hole, you just start sucking air into the syringe instead of marinade. So you're left with half a container or more of marinade that you simply can't get into the syringe. Now this has been a problem for years with all sorts of different brands of injectors. And smart folks have tried lots of different hacks. They've tried lining the container on its side and trying to get every last bit there. They've got a funnel and they've sort of poured it into the top of the injector trying to get it to work that way, or we've even swapped needles around. But none of them completely solve the problem, and what they all have in common is that they're all inconvenient and they all make a mess. Well, today that all changes with the Premiala Marinade Straw available on our latest injectors, and this allows you to easily fill your marinade injector without the mess. Let me show you how it works. Firstly, we're going to take the 12-hole needle and we're going to install that onto the Premiala meat injector as usual. You'll notice that it's now got a little black washer here at the top of the needle. That's going to be important. Next, we're going to remove the marinade straw from the front of the box. Now, the marinade straw can be used on its own as an extra large diameter needle for coarsely chopped garlic and onions and other things like that. But we're using it as a marinade straw here. So now the magic happens. Watch what we do. The marinade straw slides over the top of the 12-hole needle and gets pulled firmly up against this black washer. That creates an airtight seal, and so now when you draw up the plunger on the injector, the only way that anything can get into the syringe is through this open end at the end of the marinade straw. And that means that you can put the marinade straw down into the marinade, suck every last drop up into the injector, and you're still using the 12-hole needle. And then you can go straight away and plunge that into your meat and inject. And that's a big change from what's happened in the past. It makes it so much simpler to get liquid marinades up into this injector without having to swap needles around. That's a great change. Now, because the Premiala meat injector is a long-term investment and it's not a cheap throwaway item, we design it to be maintained, not replaced. So our new model includes 3 spare marinade straw seals to go with all of the other regular spare parts we provide with our injector. This makes sure your investment keeps running for years to come, even if you lose a seal or two. And as usual, all of these spares are going to be available in our larger spare part kits, which includes needles and everything else, on the off chance that you manage to lose all your seals or even break a needle. So if your cheapy injector's done its dash or you're just over the mess, upgrade to Premiala and take the hassle out of injecting. A Premiala meat injector will serve you for years, if not decades. That's why Premiala's been trusted since 2015.